Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have a real-time tutorial for you about drawing fur, white fur with pastel pencils on Pastelmat. It's long fluffy fur, belongs to this very beautiful cat which I drew for Patreon. So this full real-time project is available on there for the $4 membership. So if you're interested in that, have a look in the description. And yeah, in this video you'll see the whole process of drawing his white chest. I'm working with Stabilo pastel pencils on a gray Pastelmat 8 by 8 inches, and I hope you'll enjoy. Let's move on to the breast area. So here you can see a little bit of the color showing through. I'm going to leave that out. So I'm just going to start off with a nice base layer. You can see here underneath the chin, it's more warm looking and a bit darker. And then right here on the edge, it's lighter and cool looking. I'm going to get started with 105 for this breast area. Might be a little bit too yellow, but we can tone it down. Working in the direction of the fur growth, so it goes like around and then downwards. Then to make that a little bit darker, I'm going on top with a warm gray tone. A warm gray will look nicer with this yellow tone than a cool gray. So let's see, let's do 720 going on top. Alright, let's start with that. We can always make it darker. Let's already blend that in a little bit. Now I'm going to continue with the other colors, with the cooler looking colors. Getting started with 722, a cool gray. Relatively dark compared to how light I want to go in the end. But I like getting started a little bit darker than needed. It's also important that you keep seeing the shape of the chin. Look at the fur growth, like here it's going like outwards again. Erasing the graphite lines. For the edge, I want to use 110 again. So let's switch to 110. Let's get this edge nice and light. Being careful on the very tips of the hairs again, so switching to my wiggly twisty motions. Try to keep this very natural and flowy looking. That's what I like about the photo as well. So this can be quite a thick layer. So here the first switching to black again. We don't need that edge to be perfect yet. So here the fur is getting more salmon-y, pinky colored again. I'm switching to my 681 for the base layer here. All right, and then let's finish off this side. The white fur goes all the way down. And let's work on those edges a little bit more, those tips. Alright, so before I start doing any detailing, I want to do some more base layering first, deepen some of the colors, like right here, can be a little darker. So I think I will get a darker warm gray. This is number 7. Oh, very hard to read. 706. 706. That's this color. As you see, this goes very nicely with the beige. Adding that in this shadow area. And then to get some color in the fur, I want to glaze a little bit of the 642. Especially like here in the center. So I use almost no pressure here, very light pressure. Just want to change up the tone a little bit more. Also so that it fits with the colors on the muzzle. Alright, I'm going to blend that in. Blending that out pretty smoothly. Now I'm going back in with the 706 once again, and now I'm going to look more closely at the shadows in between the clumps of fur I can see here underneath the chin. I'm going to draw those in a bit more carefully now. And then I can draw the lighter hairs alongside those. You can just add a little bit of structure and depth into the fur already without having to add the lighter hairs yet. basically adding the shadows in between the lighter clumps of hair now. So I'm not looking at individual hairs, I'm looking at clumps of fur. Alright, that looks nice and soft. I can now start adding all the details. So let's just start here. I feel like this chin area still looks a bit too yellow, so I'm going to go over it with 642. Very lightly, just to change up the tone a little bit, also in the shadow parts. Alright, going to blend it. Don't use your dirty finger for this. You will get black into your fur. So I'm choosing a clean finger and just tapping that in. Now I can start adding the details, finally. My favorite part. Let's get started. Maybe I should go for a bit of a neutral beige. Let's do 700 for this area. So I don't want to go in with white yet, especially not for the shadow parts like this area on the chest. That will be too light, so I'm going in with 700. And I'm just going to recreate all the different clumps of fur that I see, the lighter clumps of fur. I'm not pushing super hard either. That area doesn't need to be very detailed. I want to keep it toned down a little bit more. Bit of hair on the chin. And then I can always go back in between those clumps of fur again to darken up the shadow parts. Keeping it with the warm tones, sticking with the warm tones here. So this is 600, no, what is it? What's it called? 706 again. So I like building up my pastel drawings in many light layers like this. Then for this area, which looks more cool, I want to go in with 110 and white. Actually, I want to go in with white right away. So you can see that here we have a lit up area. Going in with white. adding those squiggly lines again. Twisting the pencil. Not too much white yet. Alright, I'm going to continue with 110, doing some more hairs overlapping the dark fur. I think I don't want to do too much anymore to the fur. I think it looks very soft and very flowy right now, and I quite like that. So it's not as detailed as on the photograph, but I like how it looks right now. So I think I will keep it like this, maybe a little bit more depth with 724 here and there. Maybe I also want to darken up that part. Going to add some 708. It's one shade darker than the 706 I used for the shadows here. I'm going to add a little bit of this on top. Just darken up here and there. Alright, that concludes this video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And any suggestions for new subjects are always welcome as well, of course. And then I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. The past weeks have been a bit silent. I've been working on a very secret commission that I finished now. So from now on, you'll be seeing regular videos from me again. So stay tuned, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.